Hey guys, Matthew Movies here with my latest in my series on my all-time favorite movies. This time I'm going to be talking about my 11th favorite movie of all time. That's The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I put together the list of my favorite movies by using the website Flickchart, which is just they put up two posters and you click which of the two movies you like better, or if you haven't seen them. And eventually, if you do enough clicking and clicking and clicking and clicking, then you're going to get a list of your favorite movies, and that's exactly what I've done. And as a result, I realized Perks of Being a Wallflower is my 11th favorite movie of all time. So I think it's a movie that's not super well known. The cast is Logan Lerman, the guy from the Percy Jackson movies and several other movies. Emma Watson, of course, from Harry Potter, and Ezra Miller, who's set to play the Flash in the DC Extended Universe, and he also played a character in one of my other favorite movies called We Need to Talk About Kevin. And these two movies could not be, this movie and that movie could not be more different. You'll hear more about that later, but his characters in the two movies are just so polar opposites, which really shows that he has an immense range. But at some point I'll talk about that movie. It's not in my top 20, but it's definitely up there. So as long as I keep this series going, you will eventually hear about it. But this movie, so basically it's a guy who goes to a new school, and you find out that he has kind of some emotional issues, and he's outcast, and that old story, and he gets introduced to a group of other outcasts, the two main of which being the aforementioned Ezra Miller and Emma Watson, and becomes quick friends with them, and they have their ups and downs, and he ends up falling for Emma Watson's character because she's so cute in the movie, her character, I mean, she's just really charming in the movie, and becomes good friends with Ezra Miller, and really, tries to indoctrinate himself into the group, but because of his emotional problems, ends up having a falling out with them, and just kind of goes from there. The concept isn't anything immensely original, as you can tell by my description. You've seen movies about outcasts who find some level of acceptance within a small group, and then you've seen this story 1,000 times before. But what it really comes down to is the characters. Ezra Miller is the absolute highlight of the movie to me. He plays a rather flamboyant gay guy, and he's not flamboyant because he's gay. He's it's not it's not a stereotype thing. Like, he's not flamboyant in the way that sometimes gay characters can be stereotyped. It's not that at all. He's just a flamboyant guy who's just true to himself, and he's just so great in the movie, and so likable, and you care about him so much. And then the main character, he's really stoic and quiet, but the movie does have some voiceover, so you're hearing how he feels on the inside, and you're really pulling for him to really find the acceptance that he's looking for all of this time. And by the end of the movie, you just care so much about everybody involved. Mae Whitman's in it as well. I always think of her as Anne from Arrested Development, but she was also in the movie The Duff last year that was actually quite good as well. And it's just an all-around really great movie. It's really affecting, especially. I feel like I saw it as an adult. It's a relatively new movie, so I saw it in my early 30s, and it still really spoke to me. But I can only imagine how it might speak to somebody who is younger and who is going through a similar scenario. I just think it's an exceptional movie, and so if you like dramas, I highly suggest you check it out. And if you know anybody who's a little bit younger and is trying to find themselves and maybe struggling a little bit, I really feel like this is a movie that could really speak to them. And really, it's not the most uplifting movie in the world, but I feel like you'll see that you're not alone. And it's a movie, so it's fiction, so maybe that's not and again, like I said, you've seen that in tons of other movies, but these characters feel much more real. They're not cartoony like you see in lots of other movies. So if you've seen the movie, please let me know what you think. If you haven't seen the movie and this makes you interested at all, please do check it out, and then let me know what you thought, or even just let me know that you think it sounds interesting. And please subscribe and push that like button. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I care a lot less about the like than I care about the subscribe. But except I'm checking that subscribe number all the time. I just love getting new subscribers. So if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. So that's it. That's number 11 on my all-time favorite movies list. Have a nice day.